Hello Realtors, I'm Stephen Webb with West Texas Home Inspection Services. I would like to briefly go over a few items that routinely come up during the home inspection and would like to share a little knowledge when it comes to guiding both the buyers and sellers through the home inspection process. First, let's go over the buyer's side of the inspection report. I know most realtors are in the habit of doing this, but forewarn the buyer that even a blank inspection report is about 15 pages long. Although we focus on identifying major problems with the structure and/or main systems of the home, which in my opinion are foundation, heating and cooling unit, roof, plumbing, and electrical, there will be multiple items on the report that are simply part of a pre-owned home. Remember, it's our job to point out any and all components that are not 100%. A lot of times, we have to ask ourselves the yes or no question, is it 100% okay or not? If the answer is no, then it goes on the report. On another note, although the real estate inspection is by no means a code inspection, we are required by the Texas Real Estate Commission to report some items and systems that are not up to today's standards. These are mainly electrical items that, even though were perfectly fine and up to code when the house was built, simply don't meet today's requirements. Such items include the lack of a main disconnect, the lack of a grounding electrode system, lack of ground fault circuit interrupters, ungrounded outlets, just to name a few. Bottom line is, even a good house is going to have quite a few items pointed out during the inspection and on the report. Sometimes buyers get overwhelmed when they see a written report without seeing the items firsthand. We always welcome the buyer to be present at the inspection so we can help explain our findings. However, we realize not everyone can make it to the inspection, so we try to make our reports as self-explanatory as possible. Now for the seller's side and how to prepare for a home inspection. Have a checklist for your seller when listing the house for sale. I know most realtors are in the habit of doing this, but if not, I feel it's a good idea. Let the seller know that the main systems of the house will be closely examined. Again, foundation, heating cooling unit, roof, plumbing, and electrical. First is foundations. If the home has uneven or sloping floors, cracks in the walls and ceilings, doors that don't close, or separations between walls and windows, those are all signs of foundation movement. It's better to deal with these items before the inspection, or at least be aware they may come up during the inspection. Next is the heating and cooling unit. Make sure the filter is clean and the right size. If you have access to a decent thermometer, check the temperature readings. On the heat side, the furnace should be capable of producing 100-degree plus air, and on the cooling side, you're looking for a minimum 15 to 20 degree difference in between the return and the supply air. Next is the roof. If the seller can safely get on the roof, have them walk the roof looking for deteriorated plumbing vent seals, check flashings, look for any hail damage, excessive granule loss, or any other shingle damage. Next is plumbing. Sounds simple, but just make sure all fixtures work and drain well. Run water at all fixtures for 15 to 20 minutes, then come back and check for any leaks. Now for electrical. Once again, just make sure everything works and don't forget to replace any burnt bulbs. Fix any child safety issues and have everything as tidy as possible. Be aware that some insurance companies will no longer insure homes with knob and tube circuit wiring and/or Federal Pacific electrical panels. Just Google those and you'll find plenty of reading material that explains that further. From my experience, most deal killers come from these 5 areas of foundation, heating and cooling unit, roof, plumbing, and electrical. Now, in my opinion, the more time and energy the seller puts into these areas prior to the inspection, the better your odds are of making it through the inspection and on to closing. If we can help by answering any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to call and keep us in mind for any of your real estate inspection needs.